really gave me a shock, you know. I thought you were saying you were pregnant.
Did you?
Yes, I did. And I have to say, I'm glad you're not.
Whoa, hang on a minute, Steve. I could be.
You just said you weren't.
Well, I mean, something might have happened. We are trying, aren't we?
I hate that expression. Trying. Makes it sound like hard labour.
Well, you know what I mean, Steve. I mean, we do want a baby, don't we?
Well, yeah, sometimes. Look, I just don't think that now is the right time.
Why not?
Because it's not. I mean, we've only just got ourselves straight after paying all the money for the wedding. Anyway, we're not in any rush, are we?
I want a baby.
Yeah, today you do, sweetheart, but you know what you like. You go off on these whims, don't you?
I do not. What whims have I ever been off on?
How far do you want me to go back?
It's not a whim, Steve. I want a baby. And it's a woman's right.
Well, that may be, but I do get a say in this, don't I?
Oh, OK. Did I get a say when you got Tracy Barlow pregnant?
Oh, here you are. What's all this about? Look, I'm just trying to have a reasonable discussion here. You say you want a baby. Fine. I say we should talk about it.
Well, I say it's action. Not talking. That's what we need. So I'm going to go off to work and I'm going to buy you some nice roomy underpants. Nothing too constrictive. Lots of circulation. Keeps men fertile. I read that in a magazine.
We need somebody else to take the load off you.
Well, I could manage as long as Todd does the evening shifts.
No. I can't be here all the time. You shouldn't have to work here without a break. I tell you what, I'm going to put a card in the shop window, assistant wanted, and see what we can get.
As long as it's not still a what's-her-name.
Better that, I promise you.
What's the matter? What is it?
It's, from some firm of solicitors. I don't believe this. We have been retained by Miss Leanne Battersby to pursue her claim for compensation.
Compensation for what?
Blah, blah, blah. Against you in regard to blatant discrimination practiced against her contrary to the Sex Discrimination Act. The nerve of these people!
What, how are you supposed to have discriminated against Leanne? What are you trying to do?
I haven't got a clue. Hang on. We must advise you that we have lodged on Miss Battersby's behalf an application of a hearing before an employment tribunal.
Ah, they can't be serious, can they?
Dang, I don't know, but I'm going to have to find out.
Are you going to ring these solicitors?
Oh, yeah. No, I'll get this from the horse's mouth. I'll find out from Leanne herself what she thinks she's playing at.
Hi. Hello. Have you seen the notice in the corner shop window? Looking for a shop assistant.
So?
Well, you could do that. Be dead handy for home.
Mum, I am not working in the corner shop. Todd works there. I don't want to be in the same street as him, never mind same room.
Well, he works the night shift, doesn't he? It's a daytime assistant they want.
Yeah, but all the same.
You wouldn't be working with him, would you? That job would be just the thing for you, Sarah. For now, anyway. Let's face it, we could do with the extra money coming in.
Now your mum's talking sense.
Yeah, so don't let Todd Grimshaw dictate your life, Sarah. Never mind him. Do what suits you.
Think about it, I suppose.
There you go, Jam. Oh, brilliant. I'm ready for this.
Do you want some ketchup?
Yeah, go on, love.
Oh, way up.
What's all this rubbish about compensation? You haven't got a cat in hell's chance of screwing any money out of me.
That's what you think.
That's what anyone with half a brain knows. What are you playing at, Leanne?
Excuse me, but I am trying to eat my dinner in peace. Do you mind?
Yeah, and I'm working, so if you don't mind, let me get on with it.
Right, so what's all this about? You know you've got no case.
Look, I've got people waiting to be served here. You've already sacked me from your shop. Isn't that enough, or do you want to get me sacked from here?
All I'm trying to do is get some straight answers.
Yeah, well, not now. Not here in front of everybody. Look, as soon as the dinner time rush is over, I'll come and find you, right?
Make sure you do.
Well, that was embarrassing.
For him, maybe. Not for me. He's dead worried, you can tell. Hey, I tell you what, bet he's frightened now. Bet he's going to settle as soon as he can.
Well, I hope you're right. Because the last thing you want is all and sundry hearing about your private life.
It's not going to come to court. No, it won't go that far. He's going to pay out for what he's done to me.
2 hot pots, Fred.
Them there, Betty, love, on the banquette.
OK, love.
A couple of hot pots when we've got a minute. Please.
OK, my love.
Have you told your mum yet?
Told her what?
That means no. Liz? Got a bit of news for you. Me and Steve gonna make you grandma again. You're expecting?
Congratulations.
No, we're not expecting, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, but we soon will be. Because we just decided to have a baby. About time. You know, when we're two loving parents in a good home, and not one that's going to be passed from one minded to another. You know, a baby that is really, really wanted.
Is that for my benefit? Because Amy don't go short of love. And she is wanted, all right.
Yeah, by you, maybe. And even that was a little bit late in the day. I mean, no one's really that interested. Should we go home, Steve?
Yes, I think we should before you start a fight. Betty, can you cancel those hot pots, please?
Oh, are you eating at home?
No, we're not eating, Betty.
Oh.
We're mating. Got half an hour.
I hope she never gets over that shyness.
Are they really trying for a baby?
I know as much as you do. They mentioned it a minute before you walked in here. But knowing Karen, if she wants one, she'll get one, because Steve always lets her have her own way.
Yeah, and I suppose if they have a kid, we aren't going to give a damn about Amy, are you?
Yeah, I will. She's my granddaughter. But Tracy, one of these days you'll be up and away from here, and Amy will go with you. Then I'll never see her. Let me put it this way. I'll be glad of any grandchildren I get, whoever the mother is.
Well, somebody must have put Leanne up to this, you ask me. A mother, maybe, or Les. Yeah, you can hear Les, can't you, telling her to put in for compensation.
Well, you don't know that for sure.
No, but Leanne wouldn't have thought about this by herself. I mean, you know, where is she? She said she was going to come round as soon as the dinner time rush slacked off.
We've come about the notice on the shop window about needing a shop assistant.
Oh, yeah.
It's not for me, hasten to add. No, Sarah's the one who's interested. She's hard worker, good at figures.
Mum, I can speak for myself.
Oh. Sorry.
It's for the daytime shift, is it?
Yeah, it's too much for Sunita to handle on her own. You've done some shop work before, Sarah?
Yeah, I mostly worked in the cafe, but can I just say, I don't want to work at the same time as Todd. I know he's a friend of yours, Sunita.
Well, yes, he is, but I understand your feelings about him.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to work with Todd. He just does the evening shift. Yeah, I think he'll suit us, Sarah, but can we talk about this some other time? Maybe if you could pop in at tea time. Only I'm expecting somebody I need to talk to is rather important.
Oh, yes, yes, of course. Sorry.
Not exactly packing them in, are you? How many lunches have you done?
Just those two so far.
So far? It's 2 o'clock, you're not going to get any more. How many have you got for tonight, Kieran? 2? How many tomorrow night? 4. Right, well, if that's the best you can do on a Friday and Saturday night, you've got no hope.
It's a new restaurant just opened. It takes time.
Yeah, well, time costs money that you can't afford. Kieran, you're not bringing in enough to pay your own electricity bill, let alone wages.
Hiya.
Oh, don't talk like this in front of Penny, OK?
What is that?
Just do it for me, I'm asking you. Hiya, Penny. Good to see you. You come for some lunch?
Oh, I'd love to, but it's just a flying visit to say how's it going. Not too busy by the looks of it.
Oh, you want to see it earlier? Word's getting around, people are starting to talk about us. Exactly what we need.
Yeah, we do. Do you think we should put some big eye-catching adverts in the local papers?
Yeah, we could do that, but it's very expensive. I was thinking more along the lines of maybe getting some flyers printed up. Get them in all the letterboxes, you know?
Or maybe some special offers, like, you know, free bottle of housewife foursomes.
We could do that as well, but listen, we're going in the right direction. So stop worrying. Leave the worrying up to me. That's my side of our partnership. Okay?
Dev!
You wanted to talk to me? So, here I am.
Here you are. You know, I don't know where you get a nerve from, Leanne. And you go to some catch-penny solicitors crying for compensation. You must know. They must know. You've got no case.
Are you sure you want to talk about this in front of Sunita?
Yeah, of course I do. Why not?
Okay, suit yourself.
Now, you work for me for 1 week. 1 week. Right? And you can't bring a case of unfair dismissal until you work for a year.
Yeah, I know that. But what you did against me comes under sex discrimination, and that's what I'm doing.
And that's pathetic.
Leanne, I don't know what you're trying to do. OK, no one likes getting
He hasn't
socked.
told you, has he? I can tell.
Tell me what?
From the very first day that I worked here, he couldn't keep his hands off me.
Leanne, you know that's not true.
Yeah,
He kept touching me, making suggestions to me.
No, this is complete rubbish, Sunita. And she flirted with me for a few times, but I didn't give her any encouragement.
You never stopped coming on to me. It's called sexual harassment. You made it dead obvious that if I wouldn't play, then I was going to get fired. And that's why he sacked me, because I wouldn't.
This is a pack of lies.
Well, you can settle out of court if you want.
No, I'm not going to pay you a penny.
Right. Well, don't say you didn't have the chance.
Right, you're not going to get anything out of me. Look, I'm going to see you in court.
Fine. But you'll be sorry.
Had one of those health and safety guys around again this morning.
Oh, yeah?
They come around and have spot checks, try and see what needs to be put right. There was a few.
Such as what?
Well, the main one was the door out the back. He said it needs to be wider for fire escape stuff and wheelchair access.
Yeah, and how much is that going to cost you?
About £2,000. Anyway, here's to us and a prosperous future.
That is a joke, Kieran. Look, the way things are going, you're going to lose every penny you put into this place.
It was mostly Penny's investment, as well you know.
Oh, and that's going to be some sort of consolation to you, is it, when you both go bust?
It's not going to come to that.
You're kidding yourself, Kieran. The signs are staring you in the face. Kieran, you haven't got the sort of money it would take for you to sit back and wait for this place to become a success. If it ever does.
Listen, I don't need you to tell me I'm in trouble. I know there's problems. But what I need from you is a bit of sympathy and support.
No, that's not what you need. That's what you want. And what you also want is to bury your head in the sand and pretend this place will all turn out wonderful. But I'm sorry, Kieran, but it won't.
You know, I keep asking myself, like, why is she doing this?
Well, obviously, like you said, she's out to make some money.
Why invent this vicious story?
Maybe it's not all invention.
How do you mean? On my life, Sunita,
Maybe she misunderstood something that happened. Maybe she really thinks you were trying it on with her. I mean, I don't know, did you bump into her or something?
No, nothing happened. Nothing, I mean, you know, whatever it was the other way around. I mean, she's a flirty kind of girl, but I've told you that.
Oh, so there was some flirting going on?
No. I mean, it was strictly, like, one way, you know, from her to me, and I wasn't interested, and I told her that. At least I thought I did, and then, yeah, a couple of days after, she tried it again, and, I mean, you know, really pushing it, and I said I had enough, and I sacked her, and you were there, for heaven's sake.
Yeah, I saw you tell her she was sacked, but I didn't know what happened before.
Nothing happened before! Except what I told you. I mean, I made it clear that I didn't want to know. And that's it. I mean, that's what this is about. I mean, a woman scorned. I mean, she's insulted because I don't fancy her, and that would explain it, right?
It's when they go and get stuff that a man needs a bit of encouragement, a bit of support. I mean, it didn't even come to the opening night.
Yeah, well, you know why. My babysitter let me down. Anyway, I had to see Steve about something to do with Amy. Look, he is the father, you know.
Yeah, so you keep reminding me. Whatever it was, did you have to stay the entire evening? Could you not have came over here later on?
No. And if I could, what difference would it have made? This business would still be in trouble all the same.
Will you stop saying trouble every 2 minutes? It's a bit of a tricky patch. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, and if you keep throwing your customers out, this tricky patch is going to turn into a black hole, with all your investments disappearing into it.
And that's why I want your support.
Yeah, but you don't want good advice, do you? And when you get given it, you won't take it.
No, I'm not prepared to go ripping Penny King off. She believes in me. She has faith in me. I'm not going to sell this place and run away with her money. I couldn't do that to Penny.
Yes, you could. Kieran, Penny is rolling in it and you're not. Listen, you could still sell this place, I bet. OK, you might not get as much money as you could have done, but you could still salvage something from this wreck.
This is not a wreck. If you'd only pitch in sometimes instead of trying to find fault.
Yeah, well, you should know me by now. I don't go around helping elderly ladies across the street. I don't go in for letting lame dogs over stiles. And I don't see the point in helping you pretend that you're clever enough to run a successful business, because you're not.
Martin wanted to take me out for a candlelit dinner for my 18th, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Only I fancy more of a party. But I can still have a candlelit dinner as well, though, can't I?
I suppose so, seeing as it's you.
Well, your 18th is right near mine, Kater.
Yeah, and Fizz is 20th.
Yeah, so I said to Fizz, let's have a combined birthday, but we could do all three of us and make the night of it.
Oh, yeah, that'll be well good.
Well, we could have it at our flat, you know, just show all the furniture the sides. Lots of room for cavorting.
Yeah, and invite some fit lads.
Or we could invite Jason Grimshaw, you know, to, like, fall back on.
Yeah, you're good at falling back, yeah.
Just a minute. If you girls are thinking of organising another rave up in my salon flat, then you've got another thing coming.
Audrey!
No, Audrey. No, I'm sorry. I know how these do's finish up with drunken lads with their heads fixed in the toilet, a lot of dirty stains on the carpet and enough wreckage to stock a tip, so no. The salon flat is out, and that is final.
Well, OK, we'll have it at me and Martin's flat. Not as much room, but it'll be more intimate.
Very nice.
No, couldn't be better.
And that's just been decided on, has it?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Hey, babe. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm waiting for you. I mean, I want to talk about this baby.
I'm not bothered if we have a boy or a girl. I mean, you're going to want a boy, but as long as it's healthy,
Look, shut up for a minute, will you, Karen? I want to ask you a question. Do you really want this baby? Or is this just part of a game? Trying to get one over on Tracy or something like that?
Honest to God, I want our baby. Mine and yours. And that's the truth. Is there anything wrong with that?
No. No, of course not.
If it's the expense you're bothered about, then you can stop paying your money to Tracy Barlow.
Look, I've got to pay that money to Tracy for Amy. And as well as having to, I want to, you know? I've got feelings for that little kid, and I'm sorry, but you're just going to have to learn to live with that. But that doesn't mean I've got any feelings for Tracy, because I haven't. And that's the truth and all.
So the feelings that you've got for Amy, does that mean that you don't want any more kids? Does it mean that she's going to be more important than any kids that we might have together? I mean, if that's what you're trying to say to me,
Look,
Steve,
shh, stop it. Come here. I'm Amy's father. So I've got responsibilities for her, yeah? But all the same, she's Tracy's baby. And all I want is to make you happy. So I want our baby. Yeah? Yours and mine.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Steve.
Now, I just want to say about this job that we're talking about, that it's mainly about taking the load off Sunita. I don't want her to be doing too much, getting overtired. So, yes, we can work the shifts that around you, but it's really about making her life easier,
Yeah.
OK?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Dad. No, a bit early. Sarah, how are you?
Don't speak to me.
No, I'm just surprised to see you, that's all.
Yeah, she's probably going to be working here days, Todd, you know?
All right, yeah. Yeah, good for you, you know. I always enjoy working here and, if you...
Not interested in what you think about it, all right? I'm not even going to be working with you. I'm not, am I?
Right, calm down, Sarah.
I quit working in the cafe because of him. I just don't see why you don't just clear off and let other people put their lives back together.
I really thought we had something going for us, Tracy.
Look, we had some fun. We still can. There's no need to get all heavy about it.
Well, what I'm asking of you, I don't see that as getting heavy. I just want you to be on my side, you know? Give me a bit of backup.
No, what you want me to do is keep reassuring you that this place is going to be all right. That it's going to be packed out every night. That you're going to get 3 stars in all the restaurant guides. Well, I won't do it. You don't need any encouragement from me to be living in Fantasyland. You're doing all right by yourself.
Me living in Fantasyland? Well, that's rich coming from you.
Oh, and what do you mean by that?
You still think Steve MacDonald's gonna come knocking on your door one fine day?
You leave Steve out of this.
Telling you that he loves you and he wants to be with you and you're gonna live happily ever after.
Well, just shut up, Kieran, will ya?
I've seen the way you look at him across the pub, mooning after him, trying to get him to notice you. He doesn't want you. He never did and he never will. So do yourself a favour, eh? Stop pining after Steve MacDonald and start taking a bit of notice of a man that does want you.
What, you? You can forget it.
Hi. I got away as soon as Todd turned up. You all right?
I'm a bit tired.
Can I get you a drink?
Not right now.
Well, you want to feel like eating out tonight? I mean, we can go
No,
into town.
I don't want to go out.
Don, this business with Leanne is knocking me for 6 as well.
She's very attractive, isn't she?
Yeah, I suppose.
Oh, Dev, come on!
Yeah, all right, she's attractive if you like the tarty type, and I don't, as it happens. What is this?
Well, she's not short on male admirers. I expect she has to fend them off. Why would she make up these claims? Why would she invent things?
Sunita, I swear to you, there's not a word of truth in these accusations she's making against me. You've got to believe me. And if you don't, then who will?